Welcome back to the Spring Branch Sports Line. I'm Greg Dahl Jr. here at Memorial High School, joined with Nick O'Barr. Nick, how are you today?
Pretty good. How about you?
I can't complain. It's a little hot in this office, but we'll make it work. You've been a part of the Memorial Mustangs for how many years?
2 years.
Under the leadership of Coach Koch, how has that been for you?
He's been a great role model for me, kind of teaching me how to put in hard work at whatever I do, not just football, so, on and off the field. So I'd say that's probably the main thing that's most important to me, is that he showed me not only to be a good football player, but also to be a better man, too. So.
With that being said, you didn't start in Spring Branch like a lot of our other interviewees. Where did you start your high school career?
I started my high school career at St. Thomas, and as a freshman, I played freshman team, JV team, and varsity team, so I got a lot of playing time that year, and I had a lot of fun with it.
Moving from private to public school, what was the difference you saw?
First off, the size of the athletes, and then once I got on the field, the strength and the speed of the game was like a whole step up, and it was almost like moving from, Pee-wee level to middle school, or from middle school to high school. So it was definitely a big jump.
What position are you playing in high school currently?
I played a stand-up DN and an outside linebacker.
And which one do you like more?
It honestly just depends on the scheme we run for the game. But, if we blitz more, then I'd like to be a DN. But if we were dropping back to pass coverage, I'd prefer to be a linebacker.
You just completed this fall your final high school season with the Memorial Mustangs. Any highlights or any awards that you may have received?
Yeah, I have my highlight tape, but I got honorable mention all-district and then academic all-district.
And the highlight tape, we'll put that on my website, yourbranchnews.com. They can find that there. That's yourbranchnews.com. Look for the highlight tape of Nick O'Barr of the Memorial Mustangs. In your senior year, in your final year under Coach Koch, what has that relationship meant to you? You say he's taught you how to be a better man and so on, but what's one thing you hear in your ear when you think about Coach Koch?
There's not really one thing I think about. The thing that kind of sticks with me is that, most people see Coach Koch, and he's not a huge guy, but the impact he has on many people's lives. And I think that goes to show that, there's a saying that it's not always the dog in the fight, but the fight in the dog. And he's really brought that out, because we are a lot smaller than the teams we play. And you have to be willing to, put yourself on the line for your team. And he's really able to show you that through, his size and how he treats you at practice and how he makes it hard, even though, we think we're good. But he makes sure not to tell us that we're not as good as we think we are. So,
what's it been like being a part of Spring Branch Athletics for you?
Moving from TAPS to UIL was also a big deal, but especially being in Spring Branch, I really liked it. I felt like it was home, honestly. All the people were very nice, and I loved all my coaches especially, and so they made the transition for me very easy, and I'd say definitely it's a family.
Life after high school is going to come very soon. You've had multiple offers. You've taken some visits. We've seen that on Instagram and other places. Tell us about some of the visits, but also what your final decision has been. Now, you're not going to flip on the air or anything like that, so just go ahead and tell me about those things.
So I've received multiple offers. I posted 3 of them on Instagram. I got off from South Dakota School Mines, Henderson State. Those are both Division II schools. Henderson State's actually number 6 in the country, though. They're very good. Then I received multiple emails from Ivy Leagues and a ton of D1 NAIA, or D1 AA's. Mm-hmm. And I got some preferred walk-ons from Texas State, and U of H contacted me, wanted to walk on. But I ended up going on an official visit for Benedictine, and I really felt wanted. And the most important thing to them is academics, which is also the most important thing for me. And so going to that campus, I just really love the campus too, and I love the coaches. The coach has been there for 37 years. So.
Wow. What do you want to major in?
I'm going to major in business, minor in kinesiology.
And you hope to do what with that?
I want to be a personal trainer and start my own kind of business and run my own building when I'm older.
Will you bring it back to the Spring Branch community?
Yes.
You heard it here first on the Spring Branch Sports Line. Nick O'Barr is going to bring that business back to the Spring Branch community to help out our athletes that do need it. Final thoughts as we wrap up this interview. You're getting ready to sign this Wednesday. What does that feel like to you, and how do you walk around campus now with that burden off your shoulders?
It feels a lot lighter, and I feel like I'm able to focus more on school versus on sending emails and searching colleges. So it's definitely like a weight off my shoulder, and it's been very nice to know that I'm finally where I need to be, I'm very excited.
Well, let me ask you this. I spent some time over at Stratford coaching for a while, and we didn't have a whole lot of time to help these kids, push them to college and so on. You said you're going to have more time to yourself to not have to send emails. Just tell me what that part of the process was like for you. What did you have to do yourself in addition to the help of parents to, get yourself to the next level?
So basically it started with I had a template email and I sent probably 50 emails, and then I signed up for a recruiting website, which after that I'd get 100 to 200 emails of interest from colleges. They'd text me, call me, things like that, and then I would just make cold calls. I'd skip my lunch and just for an hour and a half call schools. And I mean, it all paid off in the end, but you really have to, especially if you're not like a 5-star recruit, you really have to put yourself out there if you want to get noticed. So that's what I did.
And it's paid off for you.
It definitely has.
We can't wait to come back out this Wednesday to Memorial High School to watch Nick O'Barr sign to
Benedictine College.
With that being said, any final thoughts, and what has Spring Branch athletics meant to you this past 2 years that you've been on varsity with Memorial?
Basically, it's showed me what it's like to be a true teammate, first off, and also what it means to be a true player. That we play for our teammates and not ourselves. And I'm hoping I can keep that with me through my next 4 years of college and help my college team be the best team we can be, just like Memorial. So.
With that being said, we will follow the career of Nick O'Barr as he leaves Houston to go to
Atchison, Kansas.
And play at
Benedictine College.
You can find that at yourbranchnews.com and also listen to this interview on the Spring Branch Sports Line. Once again, I'm Greg Dahl Jr., joined with Nick O'Barr of the Memorial Mustangs.
Thank you so much.